Starting to the left side of the map in orange, we have the Terran player. He plays for LGIM. He defeated Mini. He lost to DRG. He's up against another Protoss player, and his ID is
LGIM YoDa.
LGIM's YoDa. Can he win against Genius? The Slayers player starts to the right side of the map. He's starting in blue. It's the Protoss, and he is called, of course.
You said his name already.
I know.
He is. I summoned his name.
Slayers Genius.
You know, the way to summon a player name is to say the words "he is." That's how it's done. That's the magic words. You say he is. Like if I swear, man, if we were in the middle of a battle and I just go, he is, like, something like, it would be like,
you know what?
Common Prime, which like comes up on the screen.
you know what's so funny? You have a couple of animes in Japan where every single time that they have to summon something, they suddenly randomly use German words. And you have Japanese guys trying to pronounce a German word. And I'm always listening to that, and I'm like, guys, really? Is that how you summon things? You randomly babble something in German? I tried that my entire life. It doesn't work.
Have you ever seen Monster, or Red Monster, by the way?
I don't think so.
It's a manga that has been made into an anime. It's really good. I recommend it highly. It actually takes place in Germany. All the characters are German.
It does?
But if you watch the anime, it's in Japanese, of course, so that's a little bit weird. But it's a really good series. I like it.
Yeah, probably when they summon something, they will talk German.
They don't summon anything in the series.
They come up with the weirdest words with some kind of Schneider stuff, and every single time they try to pronounce it, and it's just impossible for them to pull it off.
Are there any spells with schnitzel?
I don't think there's a schnitzel spell.
That would be awesome, man.
A schnitzel spell. That would be pretty cool.
Uh-oh, this eBay block is pretty cool, though. Genius just now sees it. He's got to stop it. If he didn't see that, he would have been in a really rough shape. Oh, and he doesn't target the SCV properly.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a Zealot, so because he skipped the Zealot, this SCV is a happy SCV. Can do a lot here. Genius is probably right now a bit annoyed. The SCV even gets away, but the engineering bay was already done. Like 75%.
Just looking not so good for Genius so far in this group. I mean, he's had everything against him, it seems like. Every Terran he's faced has just been a problem for him in the past few months, and I feel like with what's going on with Slayers, that's going to be affecting him just a little bit as well. Even just having an extra probe here to destroy the eBay doesn't help that much, and it takes away some of his mining time.
Yeah, it's very problematic. We now already have the orbital command being built, the upgrade, whereas the Nexus has just been started. So much delay. YoDa, on the other hand, double barracks as a follow-up, builds the bunker at the front. There won't be any pressure that Genius can execute. That will put YoDa in a bad spot. So this is really a weird a very unfortunate situation for Genius. He's already down 2 games, and YoDa is the one who really can still, who has still a fighting chance in this group to actually get a spot without relying on other players.
Yeah. He's looking fine. Now,
well, I think he relies a little bit on DRG beating Bomber, but still.
I think that Genius is going to have to do something creative now. Because what happened to him last game, where he had his robotics actually, interestingly enough, in the exact same location as he does now, at his natural. He went for that push of the Immortals after he got behind with the drop, and then went for an attack. But I think, in this case, on this map, which is so hard for Protoss to begin with the third base being so far away, he's going to have to hit some sort of timing tech. He may do this with Colossi, he may do this with Charged Zealots. The thing is, he got the Robo, so I'm thinking it's going to be with Colossi. If he tries to do an Immortal push again, that could work out a lot better on this map because his opponent's timing of his medevacs is a lot later. He's not going to have 2 medevacs going to his main base very likely. We'll see, though. Genius is taking double gas as natural now.
Yep.
If he plays a late game here and wins it, I will be really impressed.
Abyssal City is definitely a map where this is tough for a Protoss player. And you can see that YoDa really prepared for a push. He already has 2 bunkers up because he was like, well, he might actually just try to hit me with gateways with a lot of aggression, so better safe than sorry. He doesn't lose too much because of it. And he goes now for the factory, he starts with his tech, his stim is already halfway done. So against any kind of early game aggression, he would have been fine without a problem at all. It's not the case, so it doesn't really come into play. But now YoDa is just trying to get a big force out that he can use as soon as the medivacs are ready.
Yeah. Observer first for Genius, by the way. Second Observer coming out now. No additional tech added. No Bay. He's going double Forge. This is scary. He wants to play a late game on this map. There's the robotic support Bay, but he's definitely going for a late game composition with the Forges he's added.
Yep, +1 attack has been started for YoDa though. And of course YoDa going to add the second engineering bay and the armory a little bit later. But with the timings that he uses here, he will fall behind in upgrades if Genius chrono boosts correctly. But he will still be at an even level. The difference won't be too huge.
Does get denied.
Yeah.
Likewise the probe does.
Huh?
The probe is also denied as well.
Yeah.
That's where he wants to mine.
Okay, +1 now started for Genius, and YoDa, as expected, is moving out with the first 2 medivacs that he has queued up. So he's already trying to take these Lanaga watchtowers, trying to make sure that Genius doesn't have too much vision here, and with the 2 medivacs then he has the opportunity to drop into his opponent's base.
Look at that Observer hiding out in the middle here. It's a really nice spot. So actually probably impossible for him to see that. I don't think he can even see if we're there.
No.
Does he? No, he doesn't see it.
He does nothing. You would need a magnifying glass in order to spot this Observer. You would have be... I think you would actually have to be detectable.
Yeah, you would have to be. Only I know about the Observer. Well, besides everybody who's watching right now, and you, of course. But,
well, I'm Batman. I knew about the Observer all along.
really?
We established that earlier. You're Robin.
I know. That's my secret identity, actually. My normal identity is I'm Detective Wolf, but in reality, I'm Robin. These force fields are going to be good at buying time, but YoDa just doesn't care. He goes to the double drop in the main now. Just a ton of pressure here, but a little bit of hesitation loses the Marauder.
That was so mean. Drops the Marauder and runs away. And the Marauder is like, fighting! And it's like, where are you guys? Why am I alone?
Yeah, that was very important.
Yeah, I don't like Marauders anyway.
Nobody really does. That's why they were put in the repurposing program, and they were taken from jail to fight. They were given a second chance, but basically they're probably going to die anyways.
Talking about second, what I'm missing here are the second upgrades for YoDa. Did he actually build his second engineering bay and his armory already? Did that complete? Did that finish?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. No, he didn't.
He's getting a second starport to help deal with Colossi, but has not started those yet.
Yeah, if Genius is going to start his +2/+2 now, YoDa will really fall behind.
And his Twilight Council is almost finished. He will be able to start it. There's +1 armor now coming out. He'll likely have the armory in the second eBay now. Genius has a pretty small army right now, and YoDa's going to try to abuse that fact. Use his mobility as well as his medivacs. That Observer from earlier, very important for Genius as he watches every movement that YoDa makes.
YoDa is not building any harvesters here, it's just focusing on his army now. But the upgrades for Genius will be much better if he can hold. If the Protoss player can hold here, then he will have a huge upgrade advantage over his opponent. He's already had an upgrade. He has 1-1 against only 1 attack upgrade for YoDa. But YoDa with a pretty scary army. 97 army supply against 70.
Yeah, and Genius is just so scared right now. He's trying to figure out exactly how much position he gets. I think the best thing is to keep the sentries on the low ground, where they can be useful no matter what, and keep the rest of your army on the high ground. The sentries buy time on the low ground for you to run back in if you need to. And that's basically what he's done here. A few SCVs being pulled, actually. YoDa knows that he's on a clock a little bit here with the upgrade situation he's on. He doesn't have another command center coming up.
Exactly, and the chrono boost. Do we have chrono boosts on the Forges still? I don't think that he does it right now. Nope.
He's used all his chrono boost energy on getting those Colossi out and getting that Blink research.
Wants to get them as fast as possible. Blink is now done. +2/+2 only halfway. YoDa still waiting for the armor upgrade. Now dropping into the main base, trying to bait those forces out a little bit, and the entire army
totally
of Genius.
Falls for it. Oh no, he's gonna get trapped here. That's a terrible position for his unit.
The entire army is away, and here comes the stim, and oh wow, Genius supply is plummeting down. YoDa, does he have enough? This is so much DPS, this is insane, but the Colossi, they still live, and the Vikings are gone.
Now the Vikings are gone, the drop in the main base is very annoying, but it looks like GS will actually hold here. The last Viking will fall, and, you know, I feel he probably wishes he had these units at the low ground. He's going to target down the Colossus, does not have enough DPS there.
It was really just the Colossi winning the battle for Genius. Everything, every gateway unit just exploded. There was so much DPS for YoDa, but he just didn't deal with the Colossi.
He did not have +1 armor until the end of that fight either. Finished up, so Genius now going to take that huge upgrade lead at 2-2, and YoDa has to go for a second wave here, and he has still the army supply lead at 88-48, but the upgrades and the unit composition for Genius are decent. With the double starport, he's already gone up again to 6 Vikings though. This could actually kill Genius. This is really scary still.
It's still scary, you're right. He is 30 up, 30 supply ahead, and this is actually nearly 40 army supply that he's ahead. The harvest account for both of them is similar, and Genius is focusing a lot now on his economy. He doesn't expect the second wave, but YoDa knows that he has to do it now or never.
He's hesitating here, and he's okay. Now he's pulled the SBs. He knows he's got to go. He's going to go as soon as those get across the map with his next Medivacs and Vikings.
Yeah, this is his only chance. He cannot catch up with the upgrades and the tech of Genius. That's just
this
impossible.
could be a mistake for Genius to move out here.
The Vikings are going to be crucial here. How many does he have? He has 7. He's building another 3. He needs to kill these Colossi. Getting into a good position is the most important thing for him now. A nice shot here. Nice additional one. The first Colossus is about to die, and here comes the stim. YoDa is darting in with his units. The second Colossus is already gone. Genius might just die here.
He does not have enough units. The mule is dropped. The concave is good, and Genius will not hold despite the upgrades, despite the composition. YoDa just crushes him here. Will take a 2-1, and he's dancing the units. Genius is going to be out here.
Genius
GG.
with a GG is out of Code.
GG03, man. He is totally out, and he will be in Code next season.
YoDa still has a chance here. Is now on 2-1 as mentioned. And the next game that we are going to see after a break, this time it's for real, will be Bomber against DRG. The winner is definitely in Code S. The loser will be on the same score as YoDa. They will be tied. And funny as it is, if we actually see, if Bomber now loses to DRG, DRG is in Code S, and then the game between Bomber and YoDa would determine who's going to take the second spot. That's what would happen if DRG is taking the win right now.
In fact, Genius and Mini will probably be skipped in that case, because I don't think it will affect anything at all.
Yeah, both of them. No, I don't think that we are gonna see Genius and Mini play today. With the situation as it is right now, I am going to crunch the numbers during the break, but from looking at it right now, I don't really think we need the game. Depends a little bit on the outcome of the next match, but yeah. So, guys, after a short break, we will have DRG up against Bomber. This time the break is for real, so in 5 minutes we are back with the next game here at the GSL Up and Downs Group B today. See you in a few.